right, welcome back to the Geek Branch podcast. I am actually not your host for this segment, but since Matt has not done his segment before, I want to properly introduce Matt. One of our resident Geek Branchers is got his own segment this week. It is called Shadow of the Branch, and he is going to take away with talking about why we should get Dragon Ball Z Kakarot.
So I've been doing a little bit of research on it, and it looks pretty exciting. The thing that's really stuck out for me so far has been some of the gameplay, but mostly the visuals. It looks really, really good.
So like better than Fighter Z good?
It's a different kind of good.
It's different style of art, but I think it's in the same caliber.
Okay.
The studio that's working on it is CyberConnect 2, and they're the same people that worked on Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm 4.
That's not the positive for me. A positive for me is the Dot Hack series.
Well, that's a positive for me because
Never played the Dot Hack series?
No, but I've read and watched the show. I've never played
It was
Dot
great.
Hack game.
Anyways, continue.
Well, Naruto Ultimate Ninja Storm had beautiful visuals, that a lot of button mashing, but beautiful visuals nonetheless.
Kuna. All right.
So looking at it, like there is a scene, there's some gameplay where you're fighting Raditz and he does double Sunday, and just the scale that you get from the game is pretty awesome.
Yeah, I did do some research on it after we talked about it. We talked about it in the chat, and I kept telling Matt how I'm just so tired of how anime games it feels like these Japanese companies don't try to fulfill this certain level that they can go for with anime games. They just go for the bare minimum, and I feel like an anime game deserves what Batman got with Batman Arkham, and what Spider-Man got. Well, the Spider-Man 2 game was amazing, but the PlayStation 4 Spider-Man game. I want a anime game on that level. I want one on that caliber.
And I think we're gonna get that with this, especially
it's closer. Yeah,
it's definitely closer. With the RPG elements, the mini games and everything like that, it's gonna expand a little bit more. And the mini games that you will do aren't just like little throwaway things. Like there's a mini game where you go and you relive the filler episode where Goku and Piccolo go and get their driver's license, and that's a setup for you to go and do other stuff because there's races around the map and stuff like that. And they're taking characters from the Dragon Ball series and they're bringing them into this.
Yeah, Frankenstein's coming back, which is a beloved character from Dragon Ball.
To kind of show you like a little bit of segue. Akira Toriyama.
Aider? Right? Yeah,
Android 5.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
But
Or Android 8 or whatever number he was.
Yeah, it's Aider. Yeah.
Android 8. Yeah, but it was essentially Frankenstein.
You said Frankenstein. I'm just like, who is that? And I was like, oh, Aider. Okay, here we go.
He's essentially Frankenstein.
He's coming back. They're saying that I think the Indian princess is coming back,
I saw I didn't see her, but I saw the chief.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is something that you had said you wanted to see. Akira Toriyama's working on story elements for the game, so it looks like there's a lot going into this as far as lore building and just
there's a leveling system.
Yeah, there's a lot going on for it.
Yeah, it's not, you don't play just Goku. You play Goku, you play Vegeta, you play Gohan.
There we go.
And you play a few other characters.
Trunks.
Trunks, future Trunks, yeah.
There's specialty moments where
you play certain versions.
Yeah, you'll play certain versions. Like there's boss battles where you'll play Gotenks or Vegito.
Yeah.
Depending on, what's going on. The only thing that I had a problem with as far as the character roster was that some of the characters that they announced are going to be just support characters that you can call in. Krillin, Tien, Yamcha are going to be support characters.
I want Krillin to be a playable character.
Yeah, well, I mean, I guess it's because these characters can't carry the series, but more importantly,
shots fired.
Everybody you play is a Saiyan except for Piccolo, and I had a problem with that because Krillin and Yamcha and Tien are integral to the series.
I think that they should be playable for a small part of the game.
Yeah, I mean they're there for the first like 3 major arcs, and then they're gone for all of eternity.
Krillin was
until Super.
Okay.
Until Super.
Krillin got more after Cell Saga, the Boo Saga. He got sideline.
That's my point.
Yeah.
Like they were there for 3 arcs,
He
Yeah.
was
and then they disappeared. The Saiyan arc, the Planet Namek arc, and then Cell Games, and
Yeah.
then they just stopped existing
Until Super.
Can't wait to see Krillin blow up.
I was about to say, like, you play Krillin right until he blows up.
Yes, right.
Or
Then-
Yamcha
then
when
you
he gets
never,
attacked by the Saba.
yeah, right. It ends up in the crater. Then you can never play them again.
Yep.
That's when they become support characters, is after you bring them back.
That would have been that's what I was wanting too.
So I just need to know. Can you do this one thing, kind of like you can in the Xeno series? Can you just play through the entire game as a either custom character or as one character?
You can
No,
play
you-
as one you can't except for certain boss battles, you have to play a certain character.
And-
So
Because
but
if
but
I
it's
c-
because
if
it
I
goes
could
along with
turn-
the story. You know, when Gohan play
Fight
fights
Cell.
no, well, yeah, that.
Boo.
And then also when he fights Boo,
You can play Mystic Gohan.
Mystic
fighting-
Gohan. Yeah, you play Mystic Gohan during that boss
Sure.
battle.
So all I'm saying though is if I can turn Kakarot into Gohan and the game becomes Gohan, then I will buy this game.
It's at a certain point where you can start playing Gohan.
Yeah, there's like they have it set up. I don't know if you guys played Legacy of Goku.
Yeah.
But did you know, like, when you played Legacy of Goku, there's certain places you can only go to with certain characters. That's what they're setting up with this too.
Yeah,
they
there's
want you to
it's,
rotate.
It's
through
not
everybody.
technically an open world. It is, but it's more like it's zones.
Yeah.
You know how like certain zones are you got a set level, kind of like MMOs essentially. You
I
go
guess.
to,
I
yeah.
guess. I just saying. I just.
Oh no, I get it. But there are
I'm here for Gohan.
no, I get it. There's also
You get 3 of them. 3 Gohans.
you get 3 of Gohans.
Teen Gohan.
Yep.
Mystic Gohan.
Yep.
What's my last Gohan?
You get
Sab,
you get young, teen, and then adult Gohan.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you get him in his Saiyaman outfit if you
Ah,
want. If
never.
you want him to.
Never.
What do you mean?
Never.
That's-
Say
that's a great
no,
sentence.
no. You're ruining a beautiful thing. He went from being the main character to the series to a joke. Leave.
That's Toriyama's fault. He
It
wanted
is.
him to be
Yeah.
the lead, and then he realized, nope, Goku can only be the lead. And then
No,
he
it wasn't. It
ruined
wasn't.
him.
It wasn't Toriyama. It was Toriyama's editor, and that guy needs to be like hanged from a tree. I do not like that guy.
He didn't want him to be an
Whoa.
editor anymore.
That's
That's rough, man. That's rough.
It is what it is.
Good lord.
The androids were meant to be the villain of that arc, and then they got replaced with Cell because his editor kept breathing down his neck. That dude is a horrible person. He is like Hitler.
He
God.
man,
I hate
he
him.
hates him to the 9th degree.
Toriyama's golden with me, but his editor can just cease to
I know,
exist.
right? Because originally Cell wasn't supposed to ever exist.
No,
Apparently,
the androids were the villain of that arc, and they were good villains. They're my favorite villains, and it was ruined.
I don't like the clown android. He's
No,
a joke.
18 and 19 can go die. We're talking
Yeah.
about 16, 17. But regardless,
Did you say 18 can go die?
You're getting them mixed up.
oh my
Yeah,
bad.
he said
19,
18,
20.
19.
My bad. 19 and 20 were a joke. Jiro and the clown were a joke.
Okay.
16, 17, and 18.
Yeah, 16's great. I mean, everybody loves him when he switches sides.
Yes.
They all switch sides.
Nice.
Well,
They're all good
yeah,
guys.
but his arc on when he switched sides was very different from the others
Very
because
Terminator.
he
Yes.
sacrificed
he was
himself.
was he not? Was he literally
He's
just
literally
not the
Terminator with the
Terminator.
mohawk.
Basically.
It's so good. And then they ruined it with Cell.
He was my favorite android when I was a kid.
I'm looking
Cicada
forward-
Man.
I'm looking forward to how they handle, because Akira Toriyama and some other people have stated that there's going to be like new story elements. We're getting new backstory on certain things.
Yeah, I am
So-
pretty
So is
interested
this
with
gonna
that too.
carry into Super?
I don't know. I want them to announce that they'll do a super DLC, but I
Well,
don't.
because yeah, that was what I was wondering too. Because they actually have season pass junk, which has 2. It says in the thing that it comes with 2 story arcs. Well, the base game comes with all these story arcs from the mainline series.
Yeah.
So
But
one
that
would
should end at Boo, right?
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So one would assume that it's either some side story content that no one
The movies.
maybe the movies. Maybe we'll get that
Maybe.
Garlic Jr. movie that's amazing.
I would like a movie pack, and I'd like a super pack, and I would like them to forget that GT exists.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
But I
don't
mean
think they'll do anything
Toriyama
with
doesn't
GT.
recognize it, so and he's involved in the project. So.
Yeah, but I'm thinking along what they'll do is just because they're trying to bridge. It seems like they're trying to bridge Dragon Ball to Dragon Ball Z with a little bit of extra content, and you're seeing characters grow up and seeing what happened before
Wait.
this.
So you're saying that we're gonna get the time skip?
I think so.
Yeah,
That-
we get to see some of those characters that we never got to see in DBZ.
I'm just saying because we see Kid Kid Goku, and then the next time he comes back at the end of Dragon Ball, he's Teen Goku
Yeah,
fighting
he's Teen Goku
Piccolo
fighting
Jr..
King
Yes.
Piccolo.
Well, no, it's Piccolo Jr.
Yeah, Piccolo Jr. Because
Yeah.
King Piccolo he defeated,
From-
and then he
So
spat out an egg.
getting that time skip
Yeah.
would actually be really cool.
Yeah, that's what I think that they're going to focus on is from when they finish up the World Martial Arts Tournament, he disappears, and the next thing you know, he shows up with the kid. So, like, I think in between that time is what they're going to try to bridge.
Right. So we can finally get the story of Chi-Chi manhandling Goku.
Exactly.
It's a beautiful story. I lost one of your bears. They're delicious though.
There I go.
All right, now stop with the gummies. Let's proceed on.
The sour gummies are very important, Dane.
Not as
Oh.
important as Gohan.
That'd be sick if we could get that Jiren fight in the game. Like you can't see the attacks, just like Goku couldn't see it in the show.
Mm.
I don't really care about Jiren.
I think that'd be no. Okay, so let me tell you how we save this in the game. Give Jiren a better story. Give Jiren his manga backstory.
The backstory he deserved.
Yeah, just in the game, give Jiren his manga backstory so we can stop. Or otherwise, we're gonna need to like Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood Super.
But
Because
But with Bandai Namco being Bandai Namco, I fully expect them wanting to do a sequel with Super.
Yeah, they I'm feeling that's what they'll probably do. And if they do the Jiren fight, more than likely, I feel like
But
that's
there's
gonna
not
be
enough
quick time.
arcs for them to make a sequel with just Super.
well, no, you just do what the Super Anime did, which is extend every 12-second fight to 30 minutes.
That's true. Because there's what? There's like
wait.
Have you watched the Tournament of Power in real time? It's crazy how much stuff is just going on. Like,
No, it's a blast, and you realize that little god that's watching on the vid screen has to be watching it in like divided by 4 speed.
Yeah.
like because he cannot possibly keep up.
Y'all remember at like the beginning of Dragon Ball Z, like before every fight, everybody would just stare at each other
Yeah,
15 minutes.
it was the
the Frieza
it was
when the
the tra-
planet's exploding.
it was the traditional intimidation phase. And it was so important. There was also the traditional screaming phase.
also, while they're staring at each other, the announcer is hyping you up the
Right.
entire
Oh my
time.
God.
No, dude. You cannot tell me that the selling point of DBZ was not those first 2 minutes where the announcer's telling you what happened in the previous
we
episode.
need to show him that video that I shared in the group.
You have to remind me which one it is.
Because it was the one I said, hey, they just posted this, and it was this time on Dragon Ball Z.
Yeah,
like
th-
it, like
th-
they
that
did. They
guy.
did a trailer with that
Oh,
guy,
yeah. That's right. That's right.
and he explained how the game goes.
Yeah.
So if they're using him for that trailer, I fully expect him to be in the game a little bit.
See,
hope
because
he is.
I was not interested in this game until this moment. And it's only because you guys have just nostalgia baited me
You're welcome.
into Kakarot.
Win mechanics better
have
be
you
on
s-
point.
Have you seen any of the visuals?
Yeah,
Okay, so-
I've seen it in passing because Cussler is really interested in it.
Yeah.
The
He's gonna be
Goku
really-
versus Vegeta as an Ozaru. This the scaling on that blows my mind because when you play something like Xenoverse, you're like your dude's about yay big, and then like he's about yay big. And you're
I
like,
hate the camera system on Xenoverse.
it's pretty bad.
But
But
the
Yes.
game, I know y'all like it, but I hate Xenoverse.
I like Xenoverse to a degree. I like
Making your own character is the most important thing.
Yeah,
I mean
that-
that part's cool, but I just find that the whole it's a mediocre game to me.
look, man. As soon as they were like, you can go Super Saiyan Blue Evolved, I was like, okay. That's
I'm just saying, if you're gonna create your own character,
all I did was just fanfic.
$60.
I fanficked in Namekian. I was a white Namekian, and I was just like, look, I just absorbed everyone on planet Namek in this universe and then popped over here, so I'm beating these Saiyans.
I think I just have too high of expectations for what I want out of a Dragon Ball game.
that's
If I was to create my own character, I want it to be an open world game. In the DBZ game, I don't want some stupid side story that I'm involved in some time police thing because people are screwing with the timeline and I have to revisit all these old memories that I've seen a billion times. At least I want to play the because with this one at least I'm getting to go do other things and
Well, I mean, we've all wanted a legit DBZ RPG, but we've only ever got it in the form of handheld games.
Right.
We've never gotten it.
this is the closest that we'll ever get.
and what I think they're gonna do with this, and like I could be completely wrong. I think they're really testing the waters because with playing with the RPG elements, it's a safe bet for them to go, okay, here's a Kakarot game.
Let's see how they like it.
Let's see how they like it, and then like you're gonna play it because it's Goku.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna and then you'll get to test.
I'm not a big Goku guy, but and neither is he obviously, but he's still the main character.
Gohan.
Vegeta.
Go.
Can we get a Bardock?
I mean,
game?
I'm a Vegeta guy.
That could also be DLC. For
Wait,
this
wait,
game.
but which Bardock? OG Bardock?
Or
Super
Xenoverse,
Yeah,
yeah.
no,
No, not Super.
yeah,
No,
Super Bardock.
no.
Because Super Bardock is not OG Bardock. Oh, Super Bardock's weird. By the way, when I've heard of Super Bardock, that's Bardock influenced by the Broly movie. When
Yeah,
you get to see
They
Bardock,
changed him.
yeah, when you get to see him through a new perspective, and I'm just like,
He's a much more caring
he's a
father,
wimp.
apparently.
right. He's not the guy that was like Raditz.
Yeah, he is a jerk in the original Dragon Ball series.
Yeah, he doesn't have any of that natural
Arrogance. Like,
Yeah.
like he was so much like Vegeta that it was strange. Because
Yeah.
King Vegeta is actually a really meek character,
Yeah,
and Bardock was the character that was like Vegeta. And I'm
like
like,
their kids like switched or something.
right. And I'm just kind of like, what's going on here? We also have the same thing happen with Frieza and King Cold. I was just like, your
What, they
kids,
tamed him down a little bit.
yeah, yeah. Where I'm just saying that like the history of King Cole got like exercised out of DBZ. So when you meet him and Frieza, Frieza is obviously infinitely more intimidating and
Yeah.
terrifying than his father.
That wasn't how it originally was.
Well, it's not the way it kind of plays out in the manga.
Yeah,
So you see what I'm saying? King Cole was actually more intimidating in the manga than he was ever in the series, especially because Trunks just appears and wipes them both out of existence.
yeah, like it's nothing.
Did
yeah.
we get Ginyu Force in this game?
Yeah,
Yeah,
actually,
you
we
have to.
actually we get a
New
we
Ginyu Force
Cut-
member.
new
'cause you have
Ginyu
to
Force
get-
member. Yeah,
Yeah, you have to get wait, what? Wait, sorry. Before I get back to that, you have to get Ginyu Goku.
so there is
You have to get Ginyu Goku.
there's a character that leaves the Ginyu Force apparently, and you
Yes.
get to meet her.
They had a female member.
Yeah, it's,
Yeah.
She's,
What?
I
She's
thought
got
the female member was
Rick-
Arbon.
This is a new thing that they're adding. This is a new thing that they're adding from
Retcon
Toriyama.
Central. All right, yeah.
Toriyama is creating a new character.
Retcon
Sh-
Central.
well, it's not that she just wasn't part of the group when you met him on Namek.
Retcon.
Akira, bro.
What?
Like,
Is your editor back? I'll kill him for you.
you could put these characters that you wanted in the story. You just don't have to force them in
In
random
random
spots.
right? What are we supposed to do? Was she also the most powerful member of the Ginyu Force? Or
they
she
didn't-
just
that-
she's
no,
the
I
previous
doubt it.
captain?
I
Wait,
made,
but it's
like,
called Ginyu. I
3
don't-
characters
don't know
for
much
that
about her.
fighting game too.
She's a pre-order bonus.
Yeah, I'm just like, can we talk about this? Can we stop? Because next thing you know, we're gonna find more Kais. That's the one thing I don't want. I'm like,
Random Kai that
dude,
didn't
yeah.
exist.
yeah, do not add more Kais, please. All right, maybe I could take a
That-
random member of the Ginyu Force.
That's a deal. Not that in particular, but one of the DLCs I would like is when Goku is in that tournament when he's dead.
The
Yeah,
Otherworld
oh,
tournament,
yeah.
Otherworld tournament 20. Yeah,
Yeah, I'd
Isn't
love
that
that.
the-
because
Oh.
PyCon beats his.
I would like PyCon to come back.
If they go that route where they do him versus PyCon and they don't do Janemba
Oh,
with
that's his name. That's what I was thinking about.
Gogeta, I will
Yeah.
fucking flip.
Yeah, no, you have to do it.
Janemba.
Janemba's my favorite villain next to
Really?
Vegeta. Yeah.
Janemba?
Janemba.
Okay.
Janemba's
Cell's my favorite.
See,
villain.
the
Ew.
thing that killed.
Huh?
Ew.
I'm
Ew,
the
I like
android,
Cell.
but the thing that killed Janemba for me was that he started as a fat baby.
No, he didn't even start as a fat baby. He started as a random janitor dude that was fucking up and like
yeah.
Yeah.
But my point being is, I look at Janemba and I'm like, if you were started like this in like Rakshasa form, which is what I like to call it, because he looks like a Rakshasa. Yeah, if he started in Rakshasa form, I'm just like, we're good.
It was
That's
like
what makes it so good is because like you sit there and you're like, because Goku's like beating up on big fat Janemba the entire time. Like, what am I gonna do?
Like beating Pudgy,
Yeah.
phasing Pudgy.
it was like 2 extremes. You get like the carefree destructive version, and then you get like the fierce, like determined to destroy the universe version.
Yeah, I mean, I guess, but like, it reminded me of Harutogun. I'm just like, I can't tell that you're really intimidating because the only thing that's beating my butt is a pair of legs.
Dude, Janemba has the single best teleportation technique.
Oh
in
my god.
Yeah,
anything.
he just literally phases out. It's really freaking cool.
It's like a glitch in the system.
When
Yeah,
the
right?
hand comes out and like presses the key blast.
But isn't that no different though? Just saying. Obviously, it looks much cooler. But you remember Harutogun, who is just literally able to take any of his parts out, but he couldn't get his entire body. So all of a sudden, a giant leg appears and just boots Goku across the map. Like Harutogun was such a pain in the butt.
Just how imagine how cool it would be if they had an open world zone where Goku was dead, and you get to go down that path to go to King Kai's place and
Well,
everything.
no. Let me tell you what I need. Let me just tell you what I need. This is all that I want. I want you to start me as a Saiyan in a pod, right?
And you get to pick your planet.
No. Yeah, and you get to pick your planet. Just wherever it goes on, you get to pick your class or whatever. You get all the custom RPG settings that you get out of a
And you get to choose whether you conquer the planet or be like
no,
Goku.
But no, they send you out, right? And
Yeah.
as they send you off, the next day you see Planet Vegeta blow up. They just cut back to that scene. So you never see Earth. You never meet any of the other Saiyans. And you just happen to be one of those few Saiyans that are just not on Vegeta.
Turles the game.
Yeah, right. And no, I'm just saying. And that's your custom Saiyan. Proceed on. Like, just give me my entire
Not Broly.
give me my entire custom setting. I am just this random Saiyan that gets left here. I don't even have to ever go Super Saiyan. Just let me have my independent DBZ RPG, and then at the very end of the game, get found by Goku. Just like have Goku
Tree of
appear,
Might.
and just that's the sequel. That's baiting me for the sequel. Goku finds you, and it's just like another Saiyan, and I'm like,
Oh, he's like, hey, you look pretty strong.
right, yeah. He just appears. It's just like already bouncing. I'm just like, what the fuck's going on?
People really want the movies as DLC from what I was looking at.
Because the
comments
movies
and
are
stuff.
great.
Yeah, people love the movies. Like they were saying,
Gogeta.
yeah.
that little chant.
all the hype.
I'm all about Garlic Jr.
People
I love
love-
that. That's my favorite one where it's Piccolo, Krillin, and Gohan.
The big three that I've seen so far have been Tree of Might, Lord Slug, and Garlic Jr.
How does no one want OG Broly? Because OG Broly was so good. Like OG Broly manhandling
People
all of
actually
them.
hate on
I don't
OG
feel like
Broly a
he
lot.
face slapped. Like,
He wasn't even fighting. He was doing
Boo!
reps.
Yeah,
I'm surprised there's no one that didn't want one of the cooler movies.
no, who cares about Cooler?
I like as long as it's like as long as it's not.
I
Metal
don't care
Cooler,
about
I don't
Cooler.
care.
I didn't even.
well, no. Let me tell you the only thing that
I've
gives.
only watched one Cooler movie.
No, let me tell you the only thing that makes Cooler an actual cooler character than Frieza. It's that fact that he came up through a Kamehameha and bitch slapped Goku. That's the only thing that makes Cooler awesome.
You know what sold me on Cooler? That face mask.
Yeah,
that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Face
It's just
mask.
like, I'm like, all right, yeah, cool. You are cool. But all I'm saying is just like he came out of that,
That was
Kamehameha.
cooler than
Boom.
Frieza.
Frieza never had a moment like that. Broly had a moment like that where Goku point blank Kamehameha him. He's just standing there. I was just like, we need to leave.
I like the kick to the chest. Then Broly just grabs his leg and he's like,
Bam! Yeah, no, Broly, OG Broly was such an intimidating character, man.
Yeah, I definitely love to see if they decide to go the
turned
route
him
of
into a baby.
doing DLC with the movies.
Yeah, but new Broly is at least like
a
it
baby
actually.
with a blankie.
But
I think the
new
arc
Broly is a character.
I think the arcs from the DLC should be from the movies and not from Super, because the game's called DBZ Kakarot, not Dragon Ball Kakarot,
Well, I
or
mean,
just Kakarot.
Just make Super DLC.
Eh.
That's fine. But all I'm saying is that like the problem that with the original Broly, and the reason why the new Broly is so much more well liked is because the new Broly is an actual character. Because
Right.
the old Broly is just Kakarot and beating.
Mindless speeding. That's essentially what he is. He's
Dude, he's so great though. I love him to death. I'm sorry.
a lot of people actually don't like the original Broly. They
I'm
actually
waiting-
prefer
I'm
the
waiting
new
for
one.
that future scene. I know is coming where Broly and Vegeta and Goku have this one enemy they got to fight together.
That's
It's
gonna
probably
be a
going to
movie.
be in a movie.
Yeah, it's gonna be a movie. They're not gonna put Broly in mainline like everybody thought.
We hoped, but it ain't happening.
Yeah.
But see, the thing for me that I really liked about the old fashioned DBZ is that there used to be hard rules. to DBZ, and that's the thing that I used to love the most. Like, if you're gonna use the evil containment wave, you had to be evil. If you're gonna bounce the spirit bomb, you had to have a pure heart. If Broly was indestructible, Broly was indestructible. You couldn't actually destroy Broly.
Well, they didn't destroy him in the new movie.
No. But Broly is not indestructible anymore. Broly can get hurt.
Yeah, he can. Yeah.
That's my point. The androids have infinite energy, which did come back in Super, so thank God for that.
Yes.
But I was just like,
because Toriyama was like, that editor is not gonna screw me up this time.
right, and he made the GOAT.
Yeah.
The GOAT.
17 all the way.
The best park ranger that ever lived.
Putting all other park rangers to shame. The people from Pokemon just cry in their sleep. But more importantly, man, I just say it. I liked hard rules. The hard rules made the series great.
Well, I don't think they're gonna have hard rules in this game.
Probably not.
Yeah.
But I always loved it. That's the thing that kept me interested in DBZ, was no matter how ridiculous the scaling got, the hard rules made it so that you could sometimes come across an enemy that you had to take out in a very unique way, like pushing Broly into the sun.
Right. Matt, did you have any more to say about the game?
Yeah, I'm sorry about that, guys. I just got like a bunch of texts from Steam saying somebody was trying to get into my stuff.
Oof.
So,
Rough.
I lost my train of thought.
I'd lose my train of thought too. Somebody tried to get into my Steam library. Lord Jesus.
I have too many games for you to steal.
So I think that this game is going to be, I don't want to say revolutionary, but I think it's going to be
A good step for anime games.
a good step for anime games, especially the Dragon Ball universe. I think this is a good chance for Bandai Namco and CyberConnect 2 to kind of get their feet wet with the RPG element of it and build upon what we eventually want, which is the
Create your own character.
create your own character kind of vibe.
But so you don't think it'll be a repeat of One Piece Treasure Seeker?
I don't think so at all. Just because
Wait, was there a One Piece RPG where you can make your own character? Because
No,
God, that would
no,
have been
no,
great.
There's an open world one where you play as Luffy.
Nope, I'm
It was a
sorry.
huge disappointment.
no, I think this one's going to be way better than that. Just from the sheer scale of like looking around from the videos that I've seen.
It does
like,
look a lot better.
you know, there's more depth to it. It looks a lot denser than World Seeker was. There's mini games, quests for you to
And you
do.
can find secret things and
Yes.
stuff like that. Yeah, and there's events. So like you can go and find Dragon Balls, and you know how like in the anime people would bring people back to life. So you would have like an event fight. So you'd have an alternate boss fight where you could play as someone else fighting that boss because he's been resurrected.
Yeah, you
stuff
can
like that.
Yeah, resurrecting bosses. So if there's a character that you have spent more time with that you enjoy a little bit better,
Yeah, like Gohan.
Gohan. And kind of also the way that they have it set up for you to learn new moves is pretty interesting.
Gohan's mini game, by the way, is him playing baseball as a kid and making sure that people don't figure out that he's got his Super Saiyan strength.
Yeah, like even the mini games like build upon the lore that you have, and
It'd be
looks
funny
like
if
a lot of
Yamcha
fun.
teaches
Look,
him how to play baseball.
So I, who came in with no interest of wanting to get this game, have now been sold. I may perhaps now buy it. So my thing is that once I give Bandai Namco this money, what I want is
$60.
yeah, right. What I want is for in the future for someone to take the great pen and paper RPG systems, like there's a One Piece RPG, there's a Pokemon RPG, there's all these other cool RPGs that let you become who you want to be, and just adapt that into a video game.
Yeah, there are Naruto D&Ds. There's Dragon Ball D&Ds.
And they just let you create a custom character in the world and then proceed by your GM to tell a story in the world. It doesn't have you doing the same 5 arcs, because that's all that we've had here.
We
Yeah, as
want
much-
a DBZ game that's open world like Cyberpunk.
Yeah, as much as I love
Night City.
Xenoverse and getting to be my own Saiyan and getting to go Super Saiyan Blue and Potential Unleashed, I really hate the fact that I'm just playing the first game that's a little better.
Yeah.
Right.
It's the same thing all over again.
Yeah, I'm just like, I just
I
want
want
something
new.
new.
I want something new. Yeah.
But by the way,
It doesn't
like,
have to include Goku in them.
with the addition of Super, we can be from any universe out there.
Exactly.
We
There's
can
so
be
much
our
they can do.
own brand of Saiyans. We can be our own brand of aliens.
But that's the thing I get. I point out about anime games. Anime games repeat what's already happened in the movies,
Naruto.
and they try to do a little bit of a twist. They don't like branching out. Like Sword Art Online. Sword Art Online, I will say, Sword Art Online with their games, they normally try to do a new story, but it's still a very mediocre, generic game.
I just want to play a pen and paper RPG on my computer.
Right. I don't want a game that's made to milk the fans. I want a game that's made to be a game.
Right.
You know what I mean? I don't want it to be. We're gonna make this game because everybody loves this anime, and we're gonna make this game so much like the anime, but to the point to where we don't have to put that much effort into it, and people will still buy it. Because that's how I feel. I feel like it's just one big old fan service thing, and I know we got some friends that love the fan service games, but I don't.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's been me with Naruto. Like, because I'm such a huge Naruto fan,
They
that's why I was
tried
able
with that
to...
Shinobi Strikers thing.
Don't even get me started on that because I got pissed off.
Wait.
I heard it sucked.
But no. But
I never played it.
So here's my thing that you can do in the Naruto pen and paper RPG, but you can't do in any Naruto game. I want to be a samurai.
That would be cool.
The samurai
Yeah.
from Naruto are really cool people.
And
Yeah.
they could still use chakra too.
Yeah, and I'm
Yeah.
like, so why can I not be a samurai? I just want to be one.
or
'Cause he
that
made a
guy that
whole
wants
nother
to be
series for that.
I know, right? But I'm just
or
saying,
that guy that wants to be like Rock Lee or so on and so forth.
Like,
right?
wouldn't it be cool if like you could like, you know, I would put all my points into taijutsu.
Right.
Or
like no.
Because
You have
he's the
to-
perfect example.
You have
of,
to determine your base stats, right? And so you only get a certain number of points. And if you really want to be the best you could be physically, you drop all your chakra points to 0, and you end up being Might Guy and Rock Lee.
I was about to say. I mean, look what Guy did at the end.
yeah.
You know,
So I'm just like, yeah, you
the
have
man
chakra.
opened all of his gates.
Yeah.
and
No, you have
destroyed.
chakra, but you can't access it. So you can't do genjutsu, you can't do ninjutsu, you can only do taijutsu because you can't channel your chakra outside of your own body.
Right.
you know what they don't tell you is that Guy could actually use chakra.
Yeah,
Like, Rock Lee couldn't, but Guy
could, but he
Yeah.
just didn't.
Like he
He
just kicked the
firmly-
shit out of everybody.
No, he firmly believed taijutsu was the only thing you needed.
yeah. And then people gave him such a hard time about that.
Yeah,
Dude.
throughout his
And
entire
dude
life.
was a beast at the end of. know.
Afternoon Tiger and Evening Elephant, man.
Yeah, no. But wait. So imagine taking the Might Guy approach all across Naruto though. What if you could be like Tenten and be like, I don't need chakra. I can just be a weapon master.
And then
Right.
somebody with the fucking fan shows up.
Right.
And they're just like-
But no. My point being is that as Naruto
Or someone
when- when
that does puppets.
yeah, when you're playing the RPG though, you can make a Tenten that doesn't lose effectiveness.
Yes.
Because Tenten was cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of routes they could take. Like with you mentioning the puppets, like there's a lot of things that they could do. You know, or
You could be a puppet master. You could be like Sayori and puppet yourself, which is
Yep.
the best thing in all of Naruto. He's my favorite villain.
That was pretty
he's
cool.
really good.
Yeah, dude. I'm just like, wait 1 second. Is that your own arm that you're beating someone to death with? Did you just detach your arm?
Yep.
Wait, are you a puppet in and of yourself?
Yes.
I'm like,
That's how much of a puppet master he was.
my mind is
He
blown.
became
he-
Pinocchio.
He was puppet inception. He was a puppet in a puppet controlling puppets. I was just like,
That guy was awesome. I
you
loved
sold
him.
me. You're the best.
He was one of my favorite villains of the.
Oh wait. What about
Naruto
being
series.
like
I'm avoiding saying the.
you could be like Kizaru.
The other
You could
name.
be like Hidan. What is his name? The guy who's immortal.
Oh yeah, you
What-
can practice the
Join the
religion
cult.
of
Yeah.
Joshin.
Yeah. Right. Be like Hidan, and I'm just like.
I almost said the religion of Jakku, but that's a totally different.
right.
We don't need to get on that topic.
I know, right? But my point being is like there's so much potential. Imagine getting able to customize your fruit powers, like getting a list of 1,000 fruit
Talking about
powers
One
to pick
Piece.
from
Yeah.
if you're playing One Piece. Just like
Or imagine an RPG set in Yu Yu Hakusho and being in the
Oh, that would
tournament
be
and
so much.
everything.
You know,
Right.
I would
No,
jump
no.
in on that. I
Wait.
would make a Kuwabara all
we
the
don't
way.
even have to enter the tournament. Just be a wait. Look, that that game.
Yeah, Messi!
What I'm saying is that game doesn't even have to let you be in the tournament. You could just be a soul detective.
Yeah, that'd
I would
that'd
just
be
want to
cool.
be a soul detective.
They did make a really fun tactical Yu Yu Hakusho game for the SNES. I loved that
Back
game.
when there were times where it was important.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, anime has like unlimited RPG potential. My Hero Academia,
Yes, you can make your own
RPG.
hero.
That I'm just unlimited.
That's
RPG.
my point. That is my point. That's exactly why I get so frustrated. There's
Hunter
so
X
much.
Hunter.
Yes, there's so much potential to an anime game. Why won't a developer look at that and make a game that is so separate from the
The actual work.
work.
Yeah, right. No, Hunter x Hunter. I'm like, please, please, please. If DBZ let you play Frieza's race, let me be a Chimera Ant. I'm about to stuff a mud hole in somebody.
I'm just saying, think about all these different titles and stuff like this, and we're getting off topic a little bit.
I know.
But think about all these different titles that we've discussed so far, and just the failure that was Jump Force.
Oh gosh, that terrible fighting game. That is a perfect example of just trying to bait fans.
You were the chosen one.
Yeah.
I didn't have faith in it.
Hey, look. Well,
It
hey,
was the chosen one.
if Geek Branch ever gets big enough and we can like borrow a license from any of these anime companies, we would do great work.
Yeah, if we become the American CD Project Red,
right.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, if we ever get like the
I know which
funds,
one he would try to go for. Naruto.
you're gonna pick up the Naruto license.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Just because I would like to be a samurai with the Rinnegan.
I feel like if it was a comic book game, it actually wouldn't be Batman for Matt, because I feel like he would be afraid to intimidate it by working on his favorite character and favorite world.
Well, see, that was the thing earlier. Is like I almost made mention of it. Is like I would like a really good DC RPG. We've got one or had one, but it wasn't that good.
Are you talking about DC Universe Online?
Yeah.
It's still alive. It's still there.
Is it?
Yeah, but it's an online game. So more importantly, I'm saying the same thing applies here. Why can't I just be the newest member of the Bat family?
Dude, an RPG.
We're a new member of the Justice League.
Look at this. Okay, an RPG. Batman Incorporated.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
Be our own Batman?
Yeah.
Be our own Batman.
You could pick what country you wanted to start in.
How can we not sell this? How can we not make money off of this? How has someone not done this? That's my point. I'm just like, look, just remember it here. We said it here first on the Geek Branch podcast that if we ever make it, we're gonna help you out. We're gonna get you these games. You're gonna enjoy your life.
Yes.
Or even if they didn't want to, even if you didn't want to do Batman Incorporated and you want to stick it home at Gotham, there's plenty of people and like situations that you could.
Well, because Gotham is essentially the New York of DC.
Yeah, but no. Just like imagine that when you're doing your character creation and you get to do a simulation for how your character came to be. Imagine just being Jester, being a guy that fell into the Ace Chemical plant, and come out like a Joker character, but you're a hero. Are you not just hyped thinking about it?
And then look at the cast of characters that you could call the game Gotham Knights, and then say you're running around the city and you have to go pick up a mission for Red Hood or Bluebird or Orphan or if they go with continuity like Clayface.
Yeah, because he's part of the Gotham family now.
Yeah.
I would love to work for Batwoman. Right? I was just like,
I would love to work for Clayface.
It'd be cool.
It'd be a cool interaction playing with him where he's trying to practice his characters and stuff.
Yeah, and you can get and then he transforms into you. The first time you meet Clayface, you're staring at yourself and you're like,
what?
And then he transforms to a giant mud monster. You're like, attack, attack, attack. And he's like, whoa, I'm a hero. Like he opens up the mud, shows the bat symbol, and I'm just like.
And I just want to say, if I ever played this game, and this kind of hurts me a little bit, if I ever play this game and I'm running around and I'm helping out Red Robin or Nightwing pops in from over at Bloodhaven, I do not ever want to see the bat. I want him to be as background as possible.
Well, that makes sense. He's too busy.
Like literally, start the game. He's all for with the Justice League.
Yeah,
proceed.
Or you see him in the news busy with the Justice League, and you'll have little snippets of that.
You have to pick up the slack,
Make a young Justice.
Make a young
Justice
the beginning
game.
of the plot is that we could go back to when he was dark-sided, when he got Omega beamed and he's just gone for a little bit.
or try to mix elements and he's gone off world and then it's Night of the Monster Men all over again.
Yeah, right. Or we could even do something like Nightfall when we have Azrael running around as Batman. And we're like, that's not Batman. We could do infinite number of things here. We could do the same thing for Superman. Death for Superman when we had all the Superman clones.
Yes.
Could we
John Henry Irons, man?
Yes, Steel. Dude, I'm like, can we not have these dreams?
Yeah.
I want them so bad. That's all I have to say.
You could do I'm not saying you could do maybe episodical things, do an episode of Superman and then do an episode of Batman.
Yeah, but you'd have to create a character for everyone, so it'd be kind of strange. True. Or you could do it like that, but that would be the Justice League game.
All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
like your introductory episode is from one of these points,
Yeah.
and then you go into the bigger story.
They're creating a game on the Geek Branch podcast right now.
Oh,
I
I'm
just
s-
had the hugest orgasm like on
look. If we can't get the license, and if we can't ever get an opportunity to do this, me and you, Matt, we sit down, we make a pen and paper RPG.
I'm down for that.
We will write that shit up.
By the way, we were talking about Dragon Ball.
but
as soon
We're
as
just
you said
y'all talking about
Batman,
y'all's
Tim,
aspirations.
as
and
soon as you said Batman,
I know
you
I
see
messed
what
up.
happened?
I know I messed
Tim
up.
did start it, yes.
Yes, I did. So do you have any more insight on the new DBZ game?
No, I think I've said pretty much everything that I want to say. I'm really looking forward to it. I do have a few reservations just because I don't want. I feel like they may have given too much away. Like I feel like they've given us just enough that we can be like, okay.
We know what type of game we're getting.
Yeah, we know what type of game we're getting, and I'm just really hoping that like they still leave something to surprise us with.
It'd be nice.
But that's it. That's all I got. Thank you for letting me get down to the root of my geek culture with you guys.
All right. Bye, guys. Thanks.